Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk about how you can initiate a relationship with God or simply grow deeper with Him. The way that I've been thinking about this this past week as I've been planning this video is your relationship with God can easily be compared, in a lot of ways, it's similar to a relationship with another person, specifically a romantic relationship, but it can be compared to a lot of different types of relationships, I believe. All right, so first I want to talk about the initiation or pursuing the relationship. Before you know God, you have to make that decision. I want to know God. I want this relationship. So as with any romantic relationship, there has to be a pursuit. There has to be an initiation process, getting into that person's life. So I'm not a man, but I've never pursued anybody romantically, but I do know that when a man is pursuing a woman, you have to show that person that you are serious about wanting to be in their life. So you can't just tell the person, hey, I want to be with you, and then go about your merry way. You have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate about your actions towards them, your actions around them, because how are you behaving not just to that person, but how are you behaving from a distance where they can see you? It's not just about how you're directly interacting with that person, but it's also how are you living your life in a way that they are observing you. I'm gonna talk about it from a Christian relationship. Okay, if you're a man of God and you are wanting a woman of God, yeah, you can display godly characteristics and treat her in a godly way directly, but also if she's trying to figure out if you're someone who's worthy of her time, she's gonna be watching you from a distance. So what is she gonna see when she sees you interacting with your friends? What is she gonna hear about you when she's asking around about you? It all matters. So in the same way, God is looking for a few things. Okay, so when we want a relationship with God, how are you interacting with God? Are you praying? Are you spending time in His presence? Are you giving Him your heart? Are you giving Him your willingness, your desire, your true heart's desire to be with Him? Are you obeying His word? Are you living a life that is worthy of His presence? So even when you're not actually spending time with Him, in prayer, how are you interacting with the people in your life? Are you treating them with love, kindness? Because these are all God has given us so much instruction about how to live our lives, how to treat others, how to heed to the direction, to the instruction of the Holy Spirit. Okay? So if you want to initiate the relationship with God, show God that you're serious. Before you even have the chance to hear His voice directly, He's given us so much to go off of already in His word. So if you're ignoring the word, the instruction that He's already given you about how to live, why should He come closer to you? Why should He draw nearer to you for more, to give you more, when you're not even taking what He's already given you in the Bible? Another thing I want to say is that a lot of times when you're pursuing God, you have to be persistent. When a guy wants to be in a relationship with a girl, he doesn't just show up to her once. He doesn't just show up and rizz her up and make his intentions known and lay it all out for her and then disappear. She can do with that information what she wants. No, absolutely not. He's gonna keep coming back to her. He's gonna keep showing up, keep showing her that he's serious about wanting this relationship, And over time, in some cases it happens quickly. In some cases it does take a long time for her walls to come down, for her to realize, wow, this man is serious about me. And obviously God is not like us, but He is looking for our heart. He is looking for sincerity. And the best way that you can show somebody that you are serious about being in their lives, about being in relationship with them, is by continuously showing up, being persistent. In the Bible, it says, knock and the door will be open to you, So keep knocking on the door, keep knocking, keep showing up, even if you don't feel God's presence when you're praying to Him. It's not something that's instantaneous. Sometimes God shows up like that, the snap of a finger for somebody. But other times it takes persistence. It takes continually showing up, knocking on the door of his heart, showing him that you really, really, really want to be in relationship with him, that you really, really want him in your heart. And even when it feels hopeless, even when it feels like nothing is happening, when God is not revealing himself to you, you have to be patient. Like, patience is key. God will not let you pursue him for a lifetime with your whole heart and never show up for you. Jeremiah 29:13 promises that you will seek me and find me if you seek me with all of your heart. Okay, not a fraction of your heart, all of your heart. Okay, if you've pursued a relationship with somebody, that should not be a difficult concept to understand and implement, because we put so much effort into pursuing relationships with other people, but oftentimes we don't give that same energy to God when it comes to pursuing him. So you'll find that as you keep seeking God, as you keep knocking on the door of his heart, he will reveal himself to you. He will open that door to the relationship with him. That's a promise.